What's up, Emma?
How you doing?
Akiem, what's been the tenor, I guess, with the team that you're back towards this week and just kind of trying to get past what happened Sunday? Just kind of gotta. What's been the tenor? You gotta shake it off. You gotta shake it off. As frustrating as it may be, things not going your way. You just gotta shake it off. I mean, going into my, this being my 10th year, I've had, experiences where, something didn't feel right, and it was frustrating and it was tough. But those games keep coming, and if you get caught up in it, you'll get run over again.
And Aggie said that he had a lot of good conversations with coaches and players and things like that. Did you guys get a chance to air it out, so to speak?
Things have been happening so fast around here. We really haven't had time to, take a breath and just wallow, in it. You want to move forward. So, we review the tape and we make our adjustments and go from there. There's a lot of ways to do things in the NFL, right? And, I think that it's been proven that this is probably the best way, to shake that last loss off and just run to the next week. Especially this early in the season, sorry.
Sorry about that. Your entire room seems to be playing really well right now, the whole D-line. What's that like to go through a game where you guys are playing pretty well, your group, but almost everything else around the game is not going well and you lose pretty handily? Just what's that like?
I would say that we have problems in every area, that we have to shore up and fix. I think that on times it may seem that as you said that our room is perfect. It's not. We have things that we need to fix. I have things that I need to fix personally. So I would say that it's put your hard hat on, go to work type of situation. We have to fix a lot of things.
In your time with Coach Nagy, have you come to appreciate kind of the optimistic, glass half full kind of view that he's able to take even after tough losses going into that next week?
Is it tough to accept the glass half full?
No. Have you come to appreciate kind of Coach Nagy and having that glass half full kind of mentality that he has?
Yeah, I think looking at a situation in the most positive, optimistic way is important, not just for football but for life. So yeah, I definitely appreciate that.
Is the criticism of him fair?
Criticism
Of Nagy fair?
we read all types of things on social media. I think that there's always a strong opinion about who should be where and what somebody should be doing. But we have to handle all these things in-house. We acknowledge them and we see them, as players. But our focus is to play good football. Getting caught up in that is going to take time away from us that we can't afford.
Does it wear on you at all seeing those same things? And I feel like we're asking the same questions, having the same conversation for like 3 years now.
That's a tough one. I don't have an answer. I truly don't have an answer.
You've been here long enough to see this thing go sideways sometimes. What have you learned from your experience here that informs how you want to push forward and try and work through what feels like a low point right now?
I've learned to control my box. I've learned that, as much as you can get distracted by all the things happening around you, if you shore up your box, you shore up your area, you take care of your responsibilities, things start going right. And when things don't go right, you can still say that, you're putting your best foot forward. That's one of the things I've learned.
Jalen Johnson said that he's overall happy with the way the defense has played the last two games, except towards the ends of games when you guys have gotten tired. Is there any way to guard against that, even though you guys have been on the field so much?
I think that as a defensive player, you go through those situations, and this is kind of tying into what he said, honestly. You gotta control your box in that situation, right? And I think as a defense, there's not a point in the game where you want to accept giving up points. Whether it's the beginning, the end, the middle, halftime, water break. You don't want to give up any points. I think that in some of the ebbs and flows of the game, I think that those things have happened we have gotten scored on late. We have gotten scored on towards the end of a half or towards the end of a game, and things that you don't want to give up, and things that if we didn't give up, we would be in a better situation overall.
Akiem, with Eddie Goldman out, what did Tonga give you at the nose?
Oh man, I really like Tonga. I really like the way he plays. He's I call him box built. You know what I mean? He's just a little bit shorter, a little bit stockier, but impossible to move. I think he plays with great athleticism. For his stature, being a heavier guy like myself, I think that he's very intuitive. I think that he's willing to listen and learn. I really appreciate how he's approached his rookie season. So I'm very high on him.
You mentioned your 10th year in the league. It's also Danny's 10th year in the league. What do you think it means to him getting healthier now and getting close to returning? And he seemed to indicate like a month ago that being in his 10th year means a lot to him.
I think that being, number one, I don't want to speak about his injuries and what he has going on, but I will speak to, growing in the game. I think that he has developed an appreciation for the game like I have, and has enjoyed, his run, especially being here in Chicago. And I think that he wants to come out and play his best football when that time comes. So I look forward to him excelling.
I know you don't want to speak about injuries, but how's Eddie Golden doing? Is he frustrated just from your personal interactions with him?
As you guys probably know, Eddie's not very much of a talkative person, so he tends to just go about his business and do his work. I think that when his time comes to play, kind of like Danny, he'll be ready. I think getting to watch him in training camp was he looked exceptional. He looked like Eddie Goldman, one of the best defensive nose tackles in the game. Something about watching Eddie, you just love to watch his technique. If you're a D-line enthusiast, because he just moves so naturally into the spots that he needs to be in, and he's very strong when he gets there. And although he doesn't talk a lot, when the time comes for him to make some noise in the middle of a game, he will be there for you. So I appreciate him and respect his play and a person, So.
Hey, Akiem, what about you helping with the offense on Sunday? You're one carry in your career. We know what happened.
Oh, 1 for 1, man. You can't beat those stats. I'm open to everything. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Akiem.